As people are coming in, we're going to take an inhale and come up. Hello, everyone. I'm so glad to see you. Now, a little bit of a back bend. And then as you exhale, you can swan dive down, take your fingertips or hands to the floor, let your feet go back until you're in a push-up position, bend the elbows, and then take an inhale to go into up dog. We'll look over our right shoulder, and then we'll look over the other shoulder. Good morning. And then go forward with your gaze, lift up the hips. You can add a push-up here and then take a down dog. Now we're gonna walk the dog, so bend one knee, bend the other, bend one knee, bend the other, and right and left, right and left, and then both heels press. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you're going to walk or step or jump your way up to halfway up, and then go all the way up, and then we'll take a back bend in this standing position. Take an inhale, exhale, open up the arms, open up the feet. Now your fingertips come down, and if you want to soften the knees, that'll help make it easier. Walk out until you're in a hammock pose. This is wide legs, and your hands are like down dog. Push through your hands so your heels go towards the floor. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then walk your hands more underneath you. Bend a knee and then bend the other. Now you can go as low as you would like. Bend a knee and bend the other. Bend and bend. Good. Back and forth. Good morning. We did a little vinyasa, and now we're going to warm up the hips. You can stay on one side. You can be 90 degrees. You could be all the way down. You can wrap. Just hold 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then as you exhale, head to the other side. You can choose, is it 90 or is it all the way low? And good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you're going to come back into the center. Now when you're here, leave your right arm down and open up the left arm and hold like a windmill. 4, 3, 2, and then inhale and let the left arm down, flip the right arm up, breathe. And then down. Walk your hands back up to your hip bones and then go into a standing position or even a back bend. Lift your heart, elbows squeeze. And then step or walk your feet back together, hands at the heart. Go into an inhale. Good. Pass through Utkatasana, which is the squat posture, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then bring your hands to the floor. Let your feet go back. Elbows bend and inhale, up dog. So it's opening up your back, your chest, your shoulders. Lift your hips out of push up. Down dog. And lift both heels at the same time and lower. 5 times. 4, 2, and then from here, if you would like to lift your heels and articulate through your lower back, middle back, upper back, you can add that here. We're going to do that 4 times. And if you need a backup plan, a modification, you can go to your hands and knees and do this in a cat-cow. Breathe in. And exhale. Good. Breathe in. Inhale, good, and tucking, exhale. Heels press, breathe in. And exhale. And one more, up. And exhale. And then hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then walk or step up to your hands again. Go all the way up, back bend. Breathe in. Over to a half moon, and you can pull your own arm, your own wrist. You can wrap a foot and enjoy. You can take that 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go up and over. Now you can pull your own arm or across. And 1, good, make it yours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good, beautiful. Inhale. And then exhale up. Both hands can be up, both feet here. Step those feet out. And we're going to bend the right knee and hold. So just lower the shoulder blades down the back. Hold that warrior 2. Good. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let the forearm come down to the thigh, or if you prefer, the hand down to the floor, or a yoga block is a nice assistance. And 10. Good. Way to spin that upper back open. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now push up. Now this leg is strong still as you go back. Good. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go into vertical spine. Press your other leg straight. Now we're going to pick up the left toes, bend the left knee towards the left wall, and we'll take that gaze over here for 10. Now the front arm can go down to your thigh, or maybe it can go down to the floor. Take another inhale, and then push back up. Now your right hand can go to your right thigh. Parvriti Virabhadrasana, reverse warrior. Keep stretching, keep opening, keep reaching. Now we're going to inhale into a vertical spine. Press the legs straight, hands at the heart, feet come together, Samasthitihi. Gorgeous job. Grab a sip. You did great. Grab a sip. We're going to take your feet together in Samasthitihi. Open up the arms, and then as you open the arms, you can heel heavy squat. Now, in this position, do like a little chin tuck so the neck's safe. 5, 3. Now the hands come together, add a rotation to one side. 5. And then face forward, open up the arms for a moment, and then exhale the other side. Palms press, add a rotation. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then arms up. Now you're going to stand and let your blood pressure adjust. Take a lift of the toes. Whew. Now you're going to take a tree pose here. Lift and spread the feet, and then take a foot up in the air onto the calf or the inner thigh. You can take your arms up for 10. Beautiful. Breathe in the nose. Try your hands coming to the heart and see if you can rotate away from the knee that's in the air for 10. Face me. Lower the foot. Samastitihi. Lift and spread your toes. Then take the other foot up. Tree. Then the palms are going to slide down and be at the heart, and then rotate away from the knee that's in the air for 10. Face forward. Lower your foot, and then take a moment. Really good job. Breathe in. Now I'm going to turn to the back of the mats behind me, but Utkatasana. Hands come towards the floor. Let the feet go back. You're in a high push-up. Bend the elbows. Take an inhale, up dog. And then exhale, down dog. Now we're going to lift the right leg up for a moment, three-legged dog, and then put the right foot in front. Left foot out of it. This is a warrior one. So we'll go through what this is. Right leg is at 90 if you can, or knee. Yes, exactly. Arms up. Bilgo post or long. Back knee long. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Take that inhale. And exhale, you can place your hands on the floor and put your right foot to the left. Now you're going to do an elbow bend, so you're in up dog. Lift up your hips, how to push up, down dog. Now we lift up the left leg just for a moment, three-legged dog. Left foot forward, and then you're going to come up to the warrior one on this side. So your right foot's turned out a little. Your front knee's at 90 degrees. Arms up. Stretch through the back leg, feel strong in the front leg. Now both hands are going to come down. You're going to take your left foot to meet the other and just hold plank. Now you can be on your forearms or your hands for 10. Elbows bend, up dog, lift the hips, and out of push-up, down dog. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower the shins. Take the right foot up, and if you can reach your left hand to the ankle, do a bow pose here. Now, if it's too hard, just reach your foot and your leg out. 10. Lower your hand and your knee. Try the other one. lifting up. And then lowering toes under, child pose with the toes under. Breathe in. Come down to the belly, and you can start with a Sphinx position on the forearm or a hand position, Bhujangasana. 10. Hold 5 more. Lower, and then take your hands either beside your hips or interlace, Shalabhasana. Lift your torso, lift your arms, and maybe lift your thighs. 10. Recover, bend the knees, reach for a foot, reach for the other foot, and lift. Come up. Recover. We're going to do that again. Inhale, lift either your other foot or both feet again. 10. Beautiful. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now recover for a moment and take your push back into frog. Frog pose is Mandukasana, knees wide. Your toes could be together, your knees are wide. Your forearms are on the floor, and you're welcome to drop down so you're more comfortable in that. Your hands could be a pillow, or your forearms, or the head can rest on the mat, just depending on where you find your inner thigh stretch. You can always experiment forward or back, shifting in the hips so you can find what's good for you. And relax. Four, 3, 2. Take that inhale, and then on the exhale, you can pull your shins in. Grab a sip for a moment. We're going to go down, but we'll just take a little sip. Good job. Reverse plank or reverse table after you get your sip. Reverse plank looks a little like this, 90 degrees, or reverse plank looks longer knees. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, make sure you have enough room behind you, lowering your spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then your knees are going to come up. We're going to take yogic bicycle, but if you'd like to modify, you could always do bridge, or you could make the legs a little more vertical and leave the head down if you need. So bridge is always a great backup plan. This is yogic bicycle. And you can flex the feet or pull the toes back on this next 20. Last 10. We have 10 more. And then let your head down and put your feet on the floor and lift up into bridge and hold. If you'd like to add on, interlace your fingers underneath your back and hold the chest open, hold the hips high. 10. Let the eyes close or soften and enjoy. then begin lowering your hips, one leg up, and you can do a hamstring stretch by itself or hover the other leg above the floor. You can even hold on to that big toe pose. This is Utthita Padangusthasana. 10, 2, shoulder blades are up a little bit more. 9, 8, there it is. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rest your head for a moment and take your other leg up. Now you could just do a hamstring stretch, or you could lift your other leg, or you could come up and 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower both feet down, curl your spine up. And in this bridge pose, arms up like a field goal post and hold. Let your eyes close and enjoy. 10, bridge, Setu Bandhasana. 9, 8, 5, 4. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, lower down. Take your hands underneath your thighs, kick up, and either balance with a bent knee, so this is a Navasana pose, or let go, or extend your knees. Hold 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lift up if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2. Relax and grab a sip. Good job. Take a breather. And I'm going to, if you would like to do this, you can. I'm going to cross the ankles. I'm going to lean forward to my hands, and I'm going to jump my feet back. So you can do that if you'd like. Otherwise, just get there any way you need to. Up dog, and then lift the hips. Down dog. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then step or walk up to your hands, halfway position. Go all the way up, and then let your blood pressure adjust. Inhale, hands together. Samasthitihi, open up the feet. Five-pointed star is a great little place to touch base with, so you might just see your ankles below your wrist or so. Lift up your right toes and then point them to the right wall. Reach out over that right leg, and then you'll feel like you run out of room. That's your triangle, Utthita Trikonasana. Now you're welcome to leave the arm up or over, so nice, or behind. Just have fun. This is for you. Breathe into that top rib cage, though, and make sure your neck is comfortable. Keep lengthening through all your limbs. And even, stretch the hand. We're going to take an inhale and push up. Now, once you're up, we're going to be flipping some things around. Pivot and out and down. All right, so you want to find your place. So where is your top arm craving? Now the breath through the nose. Five, 4, 3, 2. You're going to inhale up, and then once you're up, you can be five-pointed star, feet together, Samasthitihi. Grab a sip. I'll meet you right back here. Grab a sip. Okay. And then we'll take an inhale to go up on the Utkatasana. So I'm going to turn just so you can see that my glutes are going lower than my chest. So hold 5, and if you would like to add on, lift up your heels so you're now balanced across your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to lower the heels, place the hands down, send the feet back. Now this is plank. If you would like to take a side plank on your forearm, drop to the forearm and go into Vasisthasana. 10, good. 2, if you want to stay on your hand, you can. 3, 4, or if you want to do normal plank poly for your shoulder, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the forearm plank, and we're going to go to the other side. The forearm is your option, but you're certainly welcome to go to your hand. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to side plank, and if you'd like a tree pose here, you can lower your hip for a moment. Foot could be on the calf or the inner thigh. 10, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and go to the other side. Side plank with a tree. So hold 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Both feet down, forearm plank, and hold 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now one hand on the floor, the other hand on the floor, down dog. We're going to be taking a pigeon or a figure 4. So please find what works for you. If you're doing pigeon, right leg up like three-legged dog for a moment, bring the right leg forward and send the back leg back. So looks good. Now this is lifted hard at first. Sometimes I'll walk my foot back as my hip starts to open up. So if you feel like you can walk your foot back, do. Inhale. Now on your exhale, you might come down with your arms prepared to take your pillow, or as a pillow. So you're resting your neck. 10, 2, 3. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to take another inhale, and as you come up, you can stay, maybe you're going to bend the back knee and just experiment with one hand on that foot, or maybe 2, and push. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8, good. 9, let the toes down of that back leg and then push your way up into a down dog. You might just walk it out for a moment. Let's walk out that down dog. And then we're going to lift the left leg up, and then we're going to send the left leg forward. Okay, so this is pigeon, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, and your shoulders are down the back, your heart's lifted. And that, I like to walk that foot back a little further if my hip starts opening up early. 10. Shoulders and neck are relaxed. 8. You feel how it changes if you just shift a little left or right. You feel all the different angles. Isn't that nice? We're going to breathe in. And exhale. You can come forward, arms, forearms, and you're just creating a place for your neck to be relaxed. you can walk up to your hands, and then this is another place you might just stay, wiggle, or put a hand down and hold on to the foot, maybe. Just experiment what works for you. Maybe 2 hands. It's fun to try. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, and then curl those back toes, and then you're going to push out into a down dog where we will walk the dog. Walk your dog, right, left, right, left, right, left. You can also lift both heels, lower, lift, and lower. And then you're going to step or walk on either side of your hands. Now this is a malasana, so if you would like another backup plan or modification, you can do happy baby. It's the same pose, but it's just on your back. Now if you can add on the hands, they go low until the palms start to separate and you feel a stretch. Good. All right, so there's a little low back release. Your feet, ankles are getting a stretch. Your hands at this point, your inner thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Now we're going to shift forward to our shins. I'm going to turn sideways for Ustrasana. Now one Ustrasana is camel. One Ustrasana could be like this, where you put your hands back and you lift your heart and you lift your thighs. Gorgeous, guys. This is good. I'll go through a couple. This is a good one. 10. Keep lifting up. 9. Keep opening up your heart. Add the breath to the front body. 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2. Lower your hips. And now we're going to try another one. And if you need to go back to that one, you can. So I'm going to curl my toes. Lift up. Now this is called high kneel. The hands could be here and at the sacrum, and then the elbows squeezing your heart lifts. Now, even though your heart's lifted, your neck is in control. That's stage 1. If you would like another pose, right arm comes to your heel, and then you're like a windmill for about 3 counts. And just choose where you need, and then maybe the other heel for about 3 counts. Or both hands back on your heels, and then you lift. 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 arm forward, 1 arm forward, child pose. So press your hips back. Now we're going to pat ourselves on the back really good. Breathe in. And then grab a sip. We'll sit here for a moment, and we're on the floor. Let me give you a possible pose, and then you can make it what you need. So I just went to my forearms, and I put my right thigh in front of my left, so I might be able to sit in the middle. And if that's not working, sit any way that you want to on the floor. Ideally, you have knee over knee and no pain in the joint. Now, the right leg's on top, the right arm can come back. If you do this opposite, it's okay. You're still going to feel your hips open. You're still going to feel your chest and shoulders. Now lift up through your spine wherever you are. Now try to relax muscles that don't need to be tense. So the jaw, the eyes, the hips. Feel that wiggle, isn't that nice? 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Now get ready, release your hands, and we're going to go in the direction of the top foot, and you'll be able to just switch places and cross your ankles and thighs. So I've got left thigh over the right. Now I'm going to take the left arm up. Mm-hmm. Atta girl. Yeah, sometimes your hips loosen up, Jean, and you can kind of get them more stacked. Lift up through that elbow if you can. There it is. So you might imagine your back's up against a wall. Head, shoulders, rib cage. Now relax any muscles that really don't need to be tense. The jaw, the tongue can even drop. The mouth might even, the lips might even separate. Breathe in. And then let that go. Really good. Send your legs long. Now you can just kind of wiggle them or shake them, you know, like a release of tension. We're going to do the rack posture. But you never guess that. So I tend to do it every class, don't I? So lift up your heart and soft elbows. It's just such a nice, clean posture you can do anywhere. Now, if you can add on and you want to, you can spread out your toes. And ideally you have space between the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. And then exhale. Before we add on, we're going to grab a sip and cheers. One way you could get forward is that you cross your ankles, you roll over your ankles, your hands are to the front, and you step or jump back. You bend the elbows and you come into up dog. Otherwise, just get there any way you can. And down dog. 5. And then walk or step up to your hands, halfway position, and then go all the way up. So you're going to do a back bend here, upper heart, a heart and upper chest lift, hands at the heart. Now you're going to be doing a lift in spite of the toes. Right arm comes around and hold on to that foot or that quad. Left arm forward. So let me take a look. Good. That's it. If you care to add on, you can lift your thigh behind you. Otherwise, you can just stay where you are. Don't worry, Michelle, we're coming out soon. Take an inhale. Some days are just harder than others, and you just do your best. So take an inhale. Now I'm just going to turn to show you. So lift and spread your toes. Go up and back. So your hand goes to your foot, or not some days, but sometimes a posture can be feeling different. So hold, and then there's a little rib pull down, and there's a little pubic bone pull up here. So your low back doesn't get more lordotic in this quad stretch. That could be the tendency if we weren't conscious of those cues around our abs. You're tall, but there's no tension in your neck. Big breath in. Now, if you care to add on, you could push your foot into your hand and pull the thigh behind you more. It's up to you. Inhale. Now on your exhale, you can slowly come back down. Hands at your heart. Beautiful. Grab a sip. Meet me back here. Wonderful. I'm going to show a modified Warrior 3, but if you feel like you want to go full, you can. So one way to modify is to keep your hands low. your chest is open. Lift and spread your toes, and then you can lift up the back leg so that your torso and your leg are one long unit. You're in diagonal. That's a modified warrior 3. Now, if you want to keep going, you could go towards parallel. You could lift your arms towards your ears, and you see how all these cues make it a lot harder. So whatever you can do to keep in a long line this time, try for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Slowly come back and get your breath and blood pressure adjusted. Samasthiti. Now I'm going to show the modified first. Hands low. Lift and spread your toes. And then you're going to hinge. Now when you hinge, the right foot this time comes off a little, just long, a little bit, and a little bit your torso goes forward. That's fine, or you could keep on going in a long line. You could even take your arms over your, like your biceps beside your ears. Whatever you can do today for a long line. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and take an inhale, slowly come back. You can feel how it's harder. Ooh, good job. All right, take an inhale to go up in the arms, lower your glutes, Utkatasana. Now this left leg could lift just 1 inch, or you could cross once on your thigh, or even your toes around your ankle. Now your left arm could be below your right as you do an eagle cross, and the palms could touch. 1, we're doing 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, slowly come up, and then that was 7 joints that were crossed, so just take a moment. Whew. Now, all the possibilities you can do. You can inhale your arms up. You could take an Utkatasana where your heels are heavy. That's a great one to just do. You could lift up a foot maybe just 1 inch today. Maybe you could cross the thigh. Maybe you could cross the foot. You can see it's behind my ankle. And then you're right, Michelle. The right arm would be under and the palms would touch. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now slowly come out, because no matter the modification, you got your benefit. Hands at the heart. Now grab a sip. We're going to meet on the floor and do some supine, some leg things. If you like props, you could get a foam roller or a block or a tube or a band. Have them near. But I'll just kind of introduce this to go down with your exhale. Your hands go down, your feet go back, bend the elbows, inhale up dog. Lift the hips out of push-up down dog. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let both forearms come down, dolphin. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then lower the shins, push the hips back like a little child pose or puppy dog pose. Swing the legs around. Now make sure you have enough mat behind you so that when you lie back, you're on the mat. Excuse me. And then roll down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Right ankle to left thigh for a bit. And I like to add a little rocking motion. Sighs or exhales are great ways to get into parasympathetic system. Moving the ankle, moving the toes, spreading the feet. If you're doing great here, just stay. If you'd like to add a little teapot, you're gonna roll over till your right foot hits the floor. Let that left hand help you open your hip. Your right arm opens up. Now we're gonna go ankle to thigh on our back first to the pigeon pose. Reach your hands through, and you could add a rock. And then what we might do is just turn to the side. Now your right hand could push your knee away, your left arm could go out like a T. And if you're more comfortable in the pigeon, you're welcome just to stay there too. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And then inhale and exhale to come back. Now you can, if you would like, you can grab your props, and you don't need them though. So if you're going to do a prop though, you could have a hip up on a block or a foam roller, and you could have a leg up in a Dynaband. So you have two things going on. There's a great hip flexor stretch here and a great hamstring stretch here. You could cross the midline. You can also go to the side as much or as little as you want. The other hip flexor gets a great stretch on this too. Gently come up and take the other one in that Pilates ring or the Dynaband or the tubing. The other leg pours down, and notice what you feel. Psoas on the bottom leg, hamstring on the top leg. Let's layer that breath. Breathe in through your nose and feel your diaphragm, rib cage, and heart expanding. Cross the midline a little bit. Take the leg out a little bit too. Yeah, just have fun, just enjoy. Let your exhales be a way to release any extra tension in the body, like you're melting, like your butter on a cast iron skillet. And then you're going to gently release the foot from the strap or the Pilates ring. And then we're going to take a knee down twist or an eagle twist. So if you like the knee down twist, left leg long, right knee over. If you're craving that eagle twist today, you're going to put your right thigh over your left, hook your right toes under your calf. Now the left hand can keep that right knee in place, the right arm's out like a T. Close your eyes and enjoy. And then you're going to go to the other side. So you can do a knee down twist or cross your ankle and wrap your toes, hand on the knee, arm out. Take an inhale, and then as you're ready, you can come back. Now, you can put your legs up on the wall. You can do Shavasana. You can also use a block or a foam roller if you're doing legs up on the wall. That's always nice. If when you're in legs up on the wall, you'd like to take an inner thigh release, you can open them up like a V, open up the legs like a V, and try to let your muscles relax to gravity's pull. And then when you're ready, slowly make your way to a side, to a seated position. And we'll do a little ear to shoulder on one side. Your shoulders are level and just your neck is getting a stretch. If you need more, reach that opposite arm down or gently pull it down. Notice I'm still gliding the blades down the back, so no tension. On that same side, hit a diagonal angle for your levator scapula. go up and over. So I'm cleanly level in the clavicle, and then the ear to shoulder. Reach the other arm down. This hand can help. And a little diagonal. And then when you come up to neutral, you'll go right down the middle, chin to chest. If you would like a little more, you can always put your hands behind your head, and your elbows could even squeeze together. And then up with your neutral chest position. Your gaze is to the right, your neck. You could even use your hands a little. This is just cervical rotation. And then we'll hit cervical rotation the other way. Just a little assistance from your hand. And then just gently come back. And take a moment to settle your spine, and then with your inhale, catch the brand new moment, the brand new breath, the brand new day. Lift up your heart, and then exhale all tension away. Nothing from the past, nothing from the future, just right here. Breathe in. You can get a little more breath when your arms are overhead. And exhale. We'll do one more with that intention. Fresh new moment, fresh new day, fresh new start. And then exhale out anything that doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter. So we'll just take a moment to notice how good it feels to have our cells recharged, our mind fresh and clear. And we'll take a moment to set an intention to stay connected to the sense of well-being, radiance, peace, clarity, ease, flow, that state that we are natural in. And with so much appreciation, thank you so much. You did so good. You did so good. So good to see everybody's muscles, flexibility, and ability.